That's as much as I can remember.
The following day, Lieutenant Koenig, you were found by the Metz Highway, along with Sergeant Robert and 8 survivors.
Yes, sir.
It's quite a story, but it seems we'll have to believe you.
General, just give me another...
Lieutenant!
Karen, I've already decided to do that. I'm sending you back to that village. But this time you'll be a guide.
Me, a guide?
Our forces invaded France from the north and have managed to push back the Western Front beyond the Meuse River. But that village alone has stubbornly refused to surrender to us, and continues to remain outside the Empire's grasp. Domremy may be beautiful, but it has absolutely no strategic value to us. But for the honor of the Empire, we must not allow anyone or anything to stand against us. Even if we have to face a demon itself. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
This is Cardinal Nicholas Conrad. He's come all the way from the Vatican. (1915). Early spring. The world is in the middle of a huge upheaval. It started with a single shot, and the fire of war spread within a single instant. All of Europe was engulfed, and the struggle soon grew into the first worldwide war the human race had ever known. From a corner of this battlefield, our story begins once again. Yep.
This is Yohhamgambal, and we are here playing my brand new LP. Yes, I am finally getting to Shadow Hearts 2. I am absolutely pumped for this. Shadow Hearts is one of my favorite RPG series of all time. Shadow Hearts 2 is super great. I love the first one. I don't know how I would rank... I don't know if I would rank Shadow Hearts 2 if I like it more than Shadow Hearts 1. I think Shadow Hearts 1 has better atmosphere, but Shadow Hearts 2 brings a lot to the table that I absolutely enjoy about it. But, yeah, long beginning cutscene, but I am super pumped. We got to see Yuri again. Apparently still kicking ass as I'm on, so that's awesome. Even after, of course, Alice has died, because canonically she does die no matter what. In the first game, in the Shadow Hearts 1, you can get a good ending where she doesn't die, but canonically she does die. So...
Is this your first time at the Vatican?
That's where the story continues from.
I need to do some careful preparation before we go to Domremy. There's a certain item that I must have in order to complete this mission.
A certain item?
Yes, a sort of good luck charm. It's used for exorcisms.
And that's where we're going now?
Yes, it's inside a Poina Tower. Also known as the Tower of Atonement. It seems you know of it. For many, many years, dangerous heretics and others like them were kept imprisoned there.
Well, that sounds exciting. I can't
Filled with
wait.
the spirits of
It's just
those
like
who were
Berserk.
mad from the torture. That's why it's a safe resting place for the item that I seek.
But why am I coming?
Well, to get to the top of the tower, I need your help. I'll feel much safer if you're with me. It's this way, Lieutenant.
Oh, I better change. I'm gonna need to change that reading speed. It's a little slow. Real monsters and ghosts. Oh boy, monsters. Yes. Yeah, Yuri is pretty damn strong, and Amon is definitely really strong. Even though he should, I had what was it? Where's the? Oh, I don't think I can do it yet. Oh, here we go. Had the, what was it? Seraphis, which is super good. And yes, we'll keep everything else on. I don't really like instant from my message. But yeah, as you can see, this game, oh, okay, right into battle. The Shadow Hearts 2 Covenant has a lot of new features to it. Besides just the overhaul graphics, the story, I think, is told a little more cinematically. Now, I'm going to skip the battle basics because I'll tell you everything you need to know. It's actually a lot different than its predecessor. For one, we have multiple types of attacks we can do. Now, right now, they're not going to be incredibly useful to us, but we can do just a standard hit, which just pushes the enemy back, a hard hit, which will push them far away, a high angle, which will put them into the air, and then a knockdown, which will place them on the floor. And these are important for spacing. In this game, you don't have control of where your characters go, but they do run around the whole field, and that does determine certain things that happens, such as the spacing of attacks, who gets hurt by certain things, because as opposed to what Shadow Hearts 1 was like, where all your characters were just in a line and you could put them in the back row or the front row, this game has attacks that can attack in circles, giant circles, or in straight lines or things of that nature, but also some attacks can only be hit when an enemy is on the ground, in the air, or in the middle, which is where they're standing, or they're kind of in the air, but they're not really touching the ground. We have items, we have defend. We can't really do else much besides just attack. Items and defend are pretty self-explanatory, and runaways as well. Of course, we also have HP, which is, our life. We have MP, which is our magic and special abilities. And then, of course, we have SP, which is our sanity points, which carries on from the first game, of course. If you lose your sanity, your character will randomly attack and go nuts. And, of course, we have the old classic Judgment Wheel, which determines how your attacks... determines whether your attacks will hit or not. Now, we're going to use Nikolai, because he actually does have some magic. He can cure, but he can also use Blessed Light, which is a light attack. And as you can see, the area that they can get hit is this giant circle. And so, yeah, spacing is pretty important. Unfortunately, though, you can't, like I said, you can't really control where enemies go or where you go. You can kind of control where enemies go if you knock them back, but it's kind of, yeah. And of course, just like in the previous game, depending on how well you hit the Judgment Wheel, will determine whether you get criticals or even if you hit it all. So that would just be a high angle. And then of course, if we get for regular attacks, if I can get the little meter in the red point, that will be a critical hit. We'll do extra damage. And of course, our end screen, we get experience and cash and items. So yeah, I really like Shadow Hearts 2. It is very good. Again, I don't know if I like it more than Shadow Hearts 1, but I like it a lot for different reasons, which
Are you all right?
I'll explain more
I'm
once
fine.
this cutscene's done. Jeez, kind of a little bit of a bitch, aren't you, Karen? But yeah, I think one thing this Shadow Hearts 1 did a lot was that I found, which I do like, its humor. It had a lot of funny, kind of outlandish humor. This game certainly takes that more. So this is a safe win. I'm going to save real quick. So yeah, Shadow Hearts 1 definitely had some funny humor. This game has that as well, but I think even more, which might off-put people. Its humor is a little more, I would say sometimes juvenile, but I actually really like it because it makes the darker moments in this game seem a lot more darker, as opposed, it reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy IX in that aspect. So we can look at our characters. Karen is a fire type. Her affinity, this is something I'll explain later on. We can't really do that right now. In profile, you can read it. And then Nikolai, disguised as a priest. Ooh. He is actually a heretic. Ooh, I don't know if we should be knowing that right now. Well, that kind of spoils a lot, doesn't it? Yeah, though. Not much else. Let me just see. One thing I do want to do real quick, though. One of my favorite features of the game is looking at the items. I absolutely love the way they do this. I really like when games do this, when they let you look at the items. Of course, Terra Leaf heals your life. Mana Leaf heals your MP. Pure Leaf heals your sanity. Talisman of Life revives, I believe. Yeah, this one revives you. Revives you from death. And a tent, it allows you to heal completely at a save point. So very important. But let's continue on. I think I've done enough explaining. I'm not trying to over-explain, but I just want to kind of cover my... Oops. Oh, just trying to cover my ground. I'm very excited to play this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a really great game. I think there's Trish over here too. I really enjoy the Shadow Hearts series in general, but Shadow Hearts 2, like Shadow Hearts 1 is really good. Talisman of Luck, that does something different, I believe. That, I believe, increases... No, that just heals you. Because like I said, Kadoka I really like. Kadoka is actually probably one of my favorite PlayStation 1 games. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Shadow Hearts 1 is great. I really enjoy that. I will skip it because I will teach you about combos. And Shadow Hearts 2, I think it really just perfects, I think, the combat system, and then Shadow Hearts 3 is just kind of more of the same, but just a lot of fun, I think. I would say Shadow Hearts 2 is probably, if you really have the strong army, I would probably say it's my favorite. Very close to first. So anyways, we have combos. Now it's not going to be super useful right now, but combos are extraordinarily important because this is how we will be able to do a lot of additional damage and special magic later on. Okay, Gale Spin, that's just going to hit us both. One thing I also forgot to mention is right up there, the turn priority, that shows you who's going next. So now, as you can see, we're... Did our combo break? Oh, yeah. Yeah, our combo didn't work. Hold on. We gotta be kind of next to each other, so hold on. You kind of have to do your combos right, otherwise it doesn't work. You gotta wait till it's kind of your turn to combo into somebody, otherwise it doesn't really work. So, I think I can do it now. Hold on. Should be okay. Oh, Karen's about to die. Okay, good. Attacking Nickel. Yeah, if they get too far from each other, as you can see, our combo will break. So now we can actually do a combo attack, and that will allow us both to attack, which is actually pretty good, and that is how you do stronger attacks and magic, and you do additional damage. But Karen's going to die, so I am going to heal her. As you saw, though, when camera was attacking, I had that that little prompt button on the screen. If you don't do that, your combo does end. So you need to make sure you do that. Otherwise, it's kind of over. But there's a lot of benefits to the combo. When you combo, you can do even stronger magic if you have 4 party members do it. You can use a really strong spell at the end of it. That's pretty damn strong. Costs a lot of magic, but it's usually pretty much worth it. You gotta be careful though, because enemies actually start comboing, especially bosses later on. They love the combo. Alright. So you gotta really watch out for that. Actually, one thing I should probably do real quick is no, I think we're okay. We'll manage. This place isn't really that hard. It's, you know, it's the tutorial. It's not going to be very difficult. But, yeah. Like I said, I'm very excited to play this. It's a great RPG. I feel bad that Shattered Hearts doesn't get a lot of love.
Many have been imprisoned and died here over the years. Noblemen who lost in battle. Tragic princesses who were thought to have died of illnesses. You can still feel their malice.
I knew it.
What is it?
I'm not sure. But when I met that demon in Domremy, I didn't sense the malevolence that I feel from the people in this tower.
Huh. Could it have been because you were so afraid, then?
That may be part of it, but he was beautiful.
I believe canonically Yuri is actually a
Interesting word to
stripper.
use.
So, I think he's in the right line of work, honestly.
Also?
Seems to work for
He
him.
seemed sad.
You jealous, Nikolai? Anyways, let's continue on. Nikolai did not look happy to hear that revelation. He's like, oh my god. Fights Yuri. He's terrified. Just think of him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot! One thing I would really love to see is Yuri and Dante meet. They're very similar. They feel very similar. Anyways, though, let's go to our, let's see. Oh, you can see what combos, I don't care about that. Where is my, is it personal? I haven't played in a while, so, I'm trying to remember. There's a way to, look at your, I don't think I can do it yet, but there's a way to, do our rings, because we just got a ring thing, so. Oh, that's equipment, I think. Hold on. Is equipment? No. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. Oh yeah, I gotta show you these items we have, too. But again, I don't think... Okay. No, that's... Oh yeah, we can look at the monsters, but here we go. Inventory. I want to show you everything we got so far, because I do like looking at them. Ooh, that's special. And then an Officer Saber. Very cool. And then armor. I know it's like, well, I don't really want to look at this. It's like, well, I like looking at it. I just like all the work they put into it. Officer coat. Meant for the battlefield. And we have no accessories. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, geez, more enemies. Alright, let's see. I'm going to need to use Manly Fun You. Fortunately, Karen does not have any sort of magic at the moment, so she's very much just delegated the items and fighting. Okay, here's a new thing. This is... oh boy, the Ring Soul. It's a funny little side quest. Alright, we should be able to customize it now. Get attack boost. This is going to be very useful. The power to command the Judgment Ring. Oh, see a Ring Soul. Okay, now we can customize it. I knew I wasn't being crazy. No, I do not want more detail. It's pretty simple, very much like in the last game. Just go to ring customization, We can increase our hit because we got that hit increase. I'm going to leave that, but what I will do, though, is... oh, what's added? What's added? Not in effect. So we have evasion down. I like that it's a spider. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it has a chance of lowering evasion. What does give attack boost to Karen? So now she has 3 hits. And we can actually change this if we want to go to normal practice where we can... I don't think it ever lets you miss. Technical, which is harder to hit, but I believe it gives you more damage, and then gamble, which only gives you 1. I'm just gonna stay with normal. Normal works well enough for me, so I'm just gonna stick with that at the moment. But yes, like he said, we will run across the ring spirit more than once. He's actually a very, I wouldn't say a pivotal character because he doesn't really affect the story, but there is a storyline with the ring spirit, and we will come across him more than once in our journeys. Ooh, the door is tightly sealed. Spooky, spooky. Well, let's just leave that alone for now, and let's go into this purple evil light. I mean, purple is one of my favorite colors. Ooh, it teleported us. And let's see what's over here. The door is firmly locked. We can't go that way. Oh, geez, more monsters. All right, Karen leveled up. Cool. All right, and we have a save point right here. You know what? I think this is a good place to end the video here. We're already running along, and we will continue and finish off the tower in the next part. So this is Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. See you next time. We're going to see what Nikolai is trying to find here. Apparently, he's going to need it to help, maybe help deal with Yuri. Not sure, but we'll see in the next part. Okay, bye then.